Welcome back one more time to the 2016 U.S. Open One Pocket Championship. Got a match here of a couple of losers. Yeah, Shane VanBoening and Corey Deuel. Tough action. There's a race to 3. Winner gets third place. Excuse me, the loser gets third place, and the winner gets the opportunity of playing Alex Pagulayan for the championship tomorrow at noon, and it'll be a 1 race to 5. The event is sponsored by Pool Table Magic in Windsor Locks, Connecticut. We're in his room. Mark Colungen's the sponsor. Great room, good equipment, nice and clean, great food, perfect venue. And CueSports International, Tiger Cue Sticks, OBQ, Aramith balls, and Simonis cloth. And Shane is sponsored by Q-Tech. Corey Deuel is sponsored by Mucci. So support all those names because they support the game we all love. I'm Mark Griffin. I'm joined in the booth by Peter Ghostin from Florida. He played in our one pocket. Pretty sporty little player. And so how you doing, Peter?
Very well, thanks, Mark. Great tournament and great venue indeed.
This is a nice venue. It's perfect with the viewpoint. Yeah. Plenty of room between the tables. All the seating is elevated.
All right, so Shane broke, and even though he didn't sell out, he gave Corey a view at Shane's pocket and its surroundings. So the the break response should be fairly easy. Yeah.
I've noticed the whole time that very often that the cue ball's not coming far off the rail. Usually I think it's supposed to be between the second and third diamond.
They're not hitting it hard.
The tables are a little slow. It's fooling them.
When I was breaking, I broke them hard and got it up there. I hit more of I hit the head ball a little thicker, and I put a lot more English on it and never sold out.
Yeah.
Here, I think he'll kick the 12 gently.
Right.
He doesn't want to do anything extravagant. Or he can shoot the 11-12 and get them both out of there if he's got the angle.
He might come off the 4 ball and just nip it and get in behind the 12.
He doesn't have to. He just kick the 12 gently here.
Yeah, that's the simplest.
Right, and hide behind the 11 like that. It turned out nice.
Said that all the time. Simpler is better in this game. You get too creative, unless you're an Alex or a Shane, somebody that has the abilities, or Corey. He's the most creative of them all.
But, Alex keeps things simple while creating nice,
he creates
admirable things. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. And Corey's capable of doing that as well.
Yeah.
I think there's enough space between the rail and the 9 to gently kick behind that and drive the cue ball behind the 12 and the 9 into the side rail and back out. The important thing is not to sell out a bank on the 11. There's also an opportunity to come off some ball and leave them up table.
Shane just ran 183 practicing straight
Did he?
pool.
I wish I had watched that. That's
5 minutes ago he quit that. So
that's amazing.
He obviously is pocketing balls. Maybe not all in the same pocket, but
right. He plays 6 pocket very well. I don't know about 1 pocket. 6 pocket, he's the master of that. So here, personally, I'd like to find a shot that would allow me to keep the cue ball, send the cue ball up table. I don't want to keep it down here. But if there's an opportunity to shoot behind the 9 and drive the 9 into the side rail and back into the pack and the cue ball behind the 12, I'd do that in a heartbeat. Yeah, like that. Exactly like that. The only drawback here is that he put a ball on Shane's side, so Shane can now defend that ball somehow if he can figure out a way to defend it. I don't see anything obvious yet. Should the 7 drive the cue ball to Corey's side? Should straight into the 7, I think. I don't know if you can see all of the 7. He can also come off the 12, I think, and leave him behind the 5. That's another option. Thin the 12, leave him behind
that's
the 5.
probably what I'd go for. It's a little easier to
I think
control.
he's shooting the 7. He likes the 7, and then look what happened here. That's not bad action.
No.
Not bad.
He's pretty creative in those things, you know.
Yeah.
That's a little, as you were saying earlier, aggressive conservatism or
controlled aggression.
Controlled aggression, yeah.
I was talking about Tom Worth, who wrote a book.
Right, I know Tom. I've got a copy of the book. Haven't really read it yet, but he came out and played in our event a couple years ago in Vegas. He was playing in the senior event. That's one we did.
He came fourth in that. Yeah, he just came back from Houston.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that keeps me down in Florida is I get to spar with him. Beautiful shot.
Yeah.
So Shane's going to get the upper hand here.
Yeah.
He got an easy bank. He took it. And he didn't care about the outcome as far as the cue ball. He knew he was going to make that
if you
ball.
get to, when you get to that point of you know you're going to make it, that sure makes things simpler.
Mm-hmm.
The tables are kind of soft. I mean, they're basically a standard gold crown, 4 3/4, maybe a touch more pockets. So they're not as tight as a diamond. So they do play a little softer.
Yeah, I figured they were at least 5 inches when I put 2 balls in there. That's 4.5, and there was about ½ an inch.
Really,
left.
I didn't think they were quite as big as 5.
Yeah, they were about 5.
Yeah.
5, maybe. About 5 inches, I would say.
I know
They play great.
Yeah.
No doubt about that. They play fine.
I remember the straight pool tournament they had at U.S. Open Straight Pool. They had at the Rosemont or Rosemead Ballroom in the year 2000. They were brand new Brunswicks, and they were 5 1/4 inch pockets. And they had 7 tables set up in the first round. 6 of them had 100-ball runs.
Yeah, of course.
The first round, yeah.
On those balls,
yeah. Brand new cloth, brand new balls, yeah. And but you don't want super tight pockets. You don't need a straight pool on a 4.5 inch pocket. Can be no fun at times.
No. You got to be able to let your stroke out and put some runs together, you know. But one pocket is a little different.
Different game,
yeah.
Sure.
I'd be interested to see here whether he'll bank the 9 to his side or he's going to go for the bank on the 2.
I feel he's going for the 2.
There's reward in going for the 2. You know, lots of open balls that he can win the game here.
Yeah.
And on these pockets, they're not afraid to bank. They're going to fall.
Yeah.
They're going to fall. He made it. He cinched it.
Just let her fly. And
Yeah. He's going to have, you know.
Yeah, he got a little too straight there. He didn't really. He could have ended up on a whole lot better.
Right. So, 2 things here. He'd either come forward and bank the 9, you know, follow the 9 and then bank the 9, or knowing him, sometimes he'll put that draw stroke on, to the back rail and forward towards the 5, back and forth. He loves that shot.
He does, but there's a pocket down there. He's pretty straight.
Right. He is drawing it.
Looks like it. No, he's following it
Oh,
like
yeah,
your
yeah.
first suggestion.
That's
I thought
the right
that was
one-pocket
it was the
shot.
most practical. Yeah. You know, anytime you shoot hard, we used to have a saying: "Shoot hard, sleep in the streets," and you know, funny things happen.
No doubt. He still has lots of balls open.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's playing really nice.
Oh, look at the one ball goes right through the middle. I thought he was actually going to be playing shape on the 5. But
1's next, and I don't know if he'll play the combination or he stuns it to play above the 5.
I would assume he'd go for the 5.
5 if he's got
then
8.
come down, he can probably nip off the 6 and have the 14 or whatever it is.
Right. got the angle. Now he can shoot the 5 into the side and back out to the middle of the table and shoot the 14. He didn't quite get there.
No.
And you know what? Would he shoot it?
Looks like he is, but he doesn't. He's on game ball, isn't he?
Yeah, that's his game ball.
That's kind of a little risky, to a degree. You know, that's the new style of one pocket, though. Old school's not like that.
Yeah, I heard that. You know, that's what Brandon was telling me. I haven't played too many events to see how these guys are playing them.
Well, old school, they just wouldn't shoot.
Old school, of course.
Yeah,
they start sending balls up table
they just
and
duck.
things like that.
Yeah, when you're ahead 7-0, you just squeeze.
Right. But he knows he can make that ball.
That's right. These guys are such sharpshooters now. Anyhow, the score is 1-0. Shane over Corey. Only a race to 3. This is a loser side match.
Good break.
And he double kissed the one ball, I think, after the break.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I
was surprised.
That.
Yeah, I'm surprised because couldn't knock the cue ball into the hole. Yeah, nipped it coming off.
I don't know what the angle is on the 7. Yeah. You probably have to kick that 9 out of there. I don't know what the options are as far as the cue ball control. The 12 is there to be banked, twisted actually, because the 1 is in the way.
Years ago, I used to play a lot with Johnny Ervolino. You probably know the name. Of course. And he was in Vegas, and I got the opportunity to play with him. He'd take shots like the 7 ball, take the cue ball 3 rails, and park it frozen on the back side of the 9.
Well, guess what? That's the first option I looked at, but I wasn't too crazy about the angle.
But he was so good at those. He was just
bank the 7 into the pack, or bank it into the 12-1.
Yeah, and then put the cue ball behind the 9.
Yeah, but the angle might not be there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ervolino would make those shots. He was just miraculous at. He did things that. Well, he played one pocket like straight pool.
Oh yeah.
And he'd go 2 rails and come on and hit a ball, and that's how he'd get his shape.
Well, one pocket is a variation of straight pool. You know, there's a lot of straight pool in one pocket.
Yeah.
You know, if the cue ball was just a hair below where it is right now, I'd take that 3-railer, the 7 3-railer. Yeah. But here you got to force follow it a little bit.
I think he's looking at it.
Yeah, he might be.
He's got to get past the 7. He can't nip it.
Actually, in my last game against my first match, I played Alex. He had me 3-2, and I was trying to tie the match. He broke so well. I had a similar shot, and I played it almost to perfection. I finally I gave him a shot at the ball hanging by the hole, but I almost got there.
He gets more mileage out of one ball. I mean, he's if you let him see daylight, he's liable to run the
No
game.
doubt. Yeah, he's playing that. He's playing that. Then he stops and looks at.
Yeah. Well, it's risky. I mean, it's a good shot, but it's got a couple of variables here.
Here's one thing about these tables: they bank long, so it's possible for him at that angle to go 3 rails and still run into the pack on the way back down. Okay, off that 3rd rail.
Yes.
So that's the only thing he has to
one of the
worry
risks.
about.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So he's coming off that ball, and he's gonna just
drag it in behind the 9.
Right, or below it, just nice and soft. Yeah. Right. You know what? That's a great shot.
Yeah. Again, keep it simple.
There's a bank, free bank on the 6, but you know what? Go ahead, take it. Let's see what happens. It's a big pocket. The 9 is sitting there. You know, that's a huge pocket. You got to bet on him making it.
I think he's supposed to shoot it. He's been struggling a little bit, but then.
Corey has?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Wow.
It ain't bad.
Ain't bad, but it could have been a lot better.
He's got, I mean, Shane right now is in a trap.
Yeah.
You know,
'Cause
theoretically.
he's got a ball on each side of the pocket.
Ball
Yep,
below.
yep.
You know.
Good place to be.
The shot I'm immediately looking at here is to bank the 7, freeze him on top of the 8, and no, I wouldn't do that. No, I don't know.
I don't know if that's cuttable, if that's what he's really trying to do.
If you saw the ball that Alex cut this morning, it was like that, and it was a middle was the rail.
With the big
Look
pockets.
at that, guys, man,
Yeah,
unbelievable.
but see, it was off that rail a little bit, about a half an inch, three-quarters of an inch off. It gives you a lot of. It's like making the pocket bigger with the angle of the pocket. So, but he still hit it pretty good.
And might still be in a trap.
And still in a trap.
You know,
Self-imposed.
I really like the bank on the 7. This way, he would put a 7 on this side, in the same position that the 9 is on the other guy's side, and the other guy would be in a trap now. You know. So he didn't equalize the. He didn't neutralize Corey's position or advantage. Now I'm thinking personally, go 3 rail with the cue ball and come behind the 9 because it's not an enviable position, really.
Mm-hmm.
But again, the table does bank long. The 3 railer will come long. We'll see what he does. Something to take away from this match.
Is he going to try to mass it into the...
He might be.
Get in behind the 9?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I didn't have that much room. Yeah, it's a little deceiving.
Yeah,
sometimes.
no doubt. I was saying that to Bob in the previous matches, that we don't get to see the exact perspective. We don't get the exact perspective of every shot. You know, and then come out sounding like, you know what? Well, the bank is here.
Ooh.
And he chose to bank that one, huh?
Yeah.
Don't break the stick.
Yeah,
Corey.
or the table. He had just hit it too full because it put the ball in front. If he had cut it a little bit more with as big as the pockets are, I think it would have missed the kiss. I'm the world's worst combination player, so don't talk to me about him. That didn't look right when he cut that one.
Yeah.
Carelessness.
If he's got the opportunity to kick gently behind the 2, it will obstruct the view to the 12. You know what I'm saying? He would obstruct that view. Just have to spin the cue ball behind the 2 gently. He didn't have that opportunity.
Must not have.
I'm surprised he didn't get him froze on the stack.
But as far as making the ball, sometimes it's just better to give it up and not leave it there for your opponent to play off of it.
Right.
Because obviously it's a big ball when it's just hanging in the jaws.
There's an interesting shot right here. I want to look at the other angle right here. If he shoots the 14 hard, the 15 is going to bank down and back up table. The 14 is going to go into the side, on Corey's side, and back out towards Shane's side of the table. 14 would bank across.
That's a little scary. You're moving on, and then your 6 is going to go flying somewhere.
Right, the 6 is going to come out. Yeah, hit the 11. It's going to drive the 11 towards Shane's side. The 14 is going to cross towards Corey's side and back to Shane's side. And the 15 will fly up table. The cue ball will be stuck behind the stack. I would definitely shoot that shot right here. because it will change the complexion of the game. The other shot is drive the 5 towards the hole, like that. Oh, okay, but you know, that's, I guess it's a good shot. It's a good shot. It's a great shot. Nothing wrong with it. What do you think he'll do here? Bank the 12?
I don't know if it'll go. And if it doesn't, he's going to leave the 9 if he takes the cue ball up high enough.
Yeah. It's a good shot.
He might just shoot the 12 and just follow it up. Not
Right.
even try to make the 12. Shoot it almost straight in.
A passive shot.
Yeah.
Follow the 12
Towards
and
the
stick
pocket
him
a
on the
little bit,
bottom rail.
On the bottom rail, about a half a diamond. Yeah, I think that's what he's doing.
At some point, he's going to find himself stuck on the back of those balls, the 15, 14, 11, 6 kind of. Because that's exactly what Shane is going to be looking to do next.
He's getting a wall there.
Yeah, he still have that wall and all these playable shots and Shane's side of the table. On Shane's side. Corey is very cerebral. You can almost hear him thinking. He's just looking, analyzing, looking at everything.
Yeah, it'd be nice to listen in once in a while.
What I find it amazing how these guys are always looking for the opportunity to put Aiden out. Run
It's
the game
so
out.
aggressive nowadays.
You know, I don't see any more 3 and duck, 4 and duck, bank and hide behind the ball.
I think he's banking it.
He is banking. Not
Well,
only
you
did
know,
he bank it,
look
look at the result.
Yeah, he played off like a carom shape, and you know, I think he touched the 9, then he comes off the 5.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He banked it after all, huh? All right, Corey, what do you got?
Oh.
Oh my God.
Uh-oh. Game of inches.
What time does the straight pool?
Starts at, the meeting is at 6. The first match will be at 8. And we'll have a second round tonight. The preliminary rounds were scheduled to be 100 points. And we're thinking, since it's a smaller field, of going to 125. And we'll play 2 rounds tonight. And then we come back and start at 11 tomorrow.
Right.
The finals will be at 1 o'clock on Sunday.
Well, I'm here through Friday, so I'm going to enjoy watching a lot of it.
Yeah. It's nice to watch straight pool at this level. What some of these guys are capable of. Unfortunately, Darren's still sick, so he's not here, but Dennis is here, and Shane, Danny Baruti's a pretty strong player, Thorsten, Mika. Yeah, there's some talent.
Tom Karabatsos.
Yeah.
Nice.
That was a nice shot. That was a real.
I was thinking, what are you doing?
I was trying to figure out what he was doing, too.
He brushed it with running English, came off the rail and above the pocket.
Yeah.
I got to remember that. That's a beautiful shot. I mean, I've shot things like that before, and the outcome was the same. I said, it's lucky. You know, but look, he played it.
Yeah.
He probably played it. He would not have played it had he not known what the likely outcome position-wise. It's just quite amazing. Now the question is, will he shoot this one and then set up for the bank on the 14 or the 7? That's a possibility. I don't think he's got any balls, any makeover balls other than the 15.
Yeah, it's possible with that angle that he comes into the short rail and goes right up into the 12-8. Then he'd have the 3 ball and break him apart a little because it's a natural angle. Just like that, except you hit the wrong side of the 3. That's where your straight pool knowledge comes in. You can, when you get to play a lot of straight pool, you can tell exactly where you're coming off that rail.
The reason why I didn't like breaking up these balls and bank the 7 or the 14 is because the other balls were not in play for Shane.
Correct.
And Shane still needs 6.
Yes.
You see, so if I don't have to break something, I'd leave it alone.
Mm-hmm.
So now he's got nothing left except banking that 4 towards his side. And stick him, keep him there below the 10-8. But nothing extravagant from here on. I'm betting on Corey, by the way. Just took a little small bet.
Yeah. So your commentary is prejudiced, huh?
No. It was a little biased towards my friend Brandon Schaff.
Yeah.
Brandon came a little short today. So what's the next tournament, Mark, for CSI?
Well, our Nationals is in July 20th through 30th at the Rio. It's about 320 tables. We'll be announcing the U.S. Bar Table Championship in the next couple days or week. It will be in Vegas, and it will be in August.
Can I play? Do I have to be a member of some league or anything?
The Bar Table, you do not.
Right.
The Nationals, you do, with the exception, you don't have to be a league player. To play in teams, you have to have 8 weeks. But to play in singles, you just have to be a CSI member.
Right.
And that's $25 a year. That's a separate type of membership. And so you can play. And we have some events that anybody in the world can play in, because we have the U.S. Open 8-ball and the U.S. Open 10-ball. Those are on bar tables. And then we also have what we call a 9-ball, 8-ball, 9-ball, and 10-ball challenge, all 3 of them. And anybody can play. And
when are these scheduled?
Those are July 20th through 30th.
All in Vegas?
All in Vegas at the Rio Hotel. And it's all posted on our website.
July, huh?
Yeah.
That'll be a nice time for me to
it's a nice
visit
facility.
Vegas. I haven't been to Vegas in quite some time.
It's a little toasty in July, but you're inside anyhow.
Oh, yeah. Who wants to be outside anyways in Vegas?
Yeah.
We're not there for the sun and beach, are we?
Well, they do have a nice beach.
Well,
swimming pool.
But whoever goes to Vegas is not going there for that.
I hear you. But it's a good event. We have about 60, 70 vendors.
I'm going to be there.
Yeah, you should check it out. Just go to our website,
PlayCSIPool.com.
And it'll have all the information. It has the schedule of when the events start, when they end, what the entry fees are.
Right.
Everything's been posted up there for months.
All right.
And we're hoping, or I'm hoping, that by the time of our tournament in July, I'm taking over one of the older pool rooms in Vegas, and it's completely being remodeled. It's gutted right now. Hoping to open it around July 15th.
Really?
And
which one was that?
It was Pool Sharks.
Pool Sharks?
Yeah, it had been there for 30 years. This is the one with the pit in the floor.
I know exactly which pool room you're talking about.
Well, it is not this one. It'll be completely different. I'm not going to go into it. It's going to blow your mind away. Unlike any pool hall anybody's ever seen.
Because I have a couple of friends who play out of that pool room. Scotty and Freddie Boggs.
Oh, yeah.
So the pool room is not open right now?
They all closed in December.
I
Yeah.
see.
Do you know Robin? Scotty's?
Yes,
Yeah, she used to work for me.
Really?
Yeah. She's in real estate now.
They used to be up in Maryland when
Yeah.
I was in Virginia, and then they moved out to Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen these people in 15 years. Maybe.
Scotty's been having some medical problems. He's got like a pinched nerve and it makes him twitch.
He's had that for a long time.
Well, it's acting up really badly.
Yeah, he's had an accident a long time ago. I think, he's always suffered from that. I think he might have gotten
that. Yeah, nice. He turns that ball really well.
Yeah. Beautiful shot.
Yeah.
I'm not complaining. I enjoyed playing on the stream yesterday. I thought I'm going to get a little nervous or something. No, I just let it all out and played good. Relatively. I made a couple of mistakes, but I prevailed.
Two-rail, or he's going to try the combo?
He's got a two-railer here.
Yeah.
But I don't like the shot. I did not like the shot.
Too many things moving there.
You cannot
Control.
shoot that ball in the open. You can only shoot it if you're hiding behind something else. You leave a cross bank. You leave something to change the complexion of the game. And I don't know if that 13 is bankable. I can't tell from the angle.
Well, remember, the cue ball can go anywhere.
Right.
No, he didn't scratch. He just put the ball in.
But, at this point, he's behind 6-2 on the ball count. He's got to go at one point. He can't keep ducking, you know what I'm saying? So he is cross-banking this. All right. Corey's not going to even shoot the 8-13. He's going to go for the 8.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, he is. I left him a tougher shot than that yesterday.
And he just two-stroked it. Huh?
With all the balls around my hole. All the balls around my hole. Left him a tougher shot than that. He still cut it and played the Z shape on the cue ball.
Yeah.
You know, he told me later, he's the 5-inch pockets. He can't play traditional defense. But here he missed it. Or no, made it. Yeah. He made it. By the way, did you notice on these pockets, the last half a foot or foot, the ball starts rolling
Sometimes
towards the hole?
It depends. This one here particularly.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one I've watched most of. It's
all right. Corey ties it up.
1-1. This is only a race to 3. This is the semifinals. The winner of this match will play Alex for the championship tomorrow at noon. And first place is $4,000, second is $2,500, third is $1,500. So these guys are playing a match for $1,000 difference, which is sporty. Race to 3 for $1,000.
This was a $5,000 added event.
Right. And we did add all the money.
All the money was added.
Even with 1/3 of the field.
That's right. That's an important thing to note.
Yeah.
The money was added in full, no matter what the attendance was.
Yeah. And the same with the straight pool. So we have a 10,000 added straight pool tournament with 20 people in it. But that's okay. We've got some good quality players. And I look at it this way. It's the players that didn't show up are the ones getting penalized. They don't, we're giving money away, and they just don't get any of it.
That's right. Now, would he bank the 14 and hide behind the 9? Not bank to make it, but shoot the 14 towards this side, and he might run into the 3. Oh, he can cut the 10.
Yeah, I think he can cut the 10.
Yeah, you see, I'm looking at it here. It looks almost like a 90-degree angle, but it's really an easy. No.
Yeah, he puts the opposite side English to make it widen
Oh
out the
my
3 rail.
God,
Yeah.
he did a beautiful job.
That's a fun shot. That's like a 3 cushion shot.
Right.
You know, you load it up with right hand English and it transfers on the second rail and comes back around.
That shot is.
It's a beautiful shot. It's just fun to watch.
In just about every book.
Yeah.
He shot it beautifully. He can shoot the 1. He can shoot the 1 right here, and he will. And then he's going to stop the cue ball with the 14 and shoot the 3 next. Depending, I'm not sure what the angle is, what cue ball control options he's got. But I think 1, stop with the 14. And shoot the 3 next.
Thank God for big pockets, huh?
Mm-hmm. You know what? He's going to cut the 9 here.
He might shoot the 9 and stop on the 4.
Yeah, because of the angle. He shoot the 9.
Hopefully hit the 4 face.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he can hit the 4 full in the face, it'll be in. Well, hit it pretty full, but it slid off. Got to try it, though.
All right, Corey. Time to give him the 14. Or get it out of there if you can. I think it's partly in the pocket, right?
I don't know if you can avoid the double kiss. That one you just hit a little hard with a lot of high ball, and the cue ball just bumps up again. It just kills.
Right.
And it's hard enough to when it bounces off, the 14 escapes. But you got to be careful with double kiss. Because if it's into the pocket at all, he's in trouble. It just looks like there's room to get it out. But it may not be worth the risk of getting it out.
No, at this point he's got 5 balls. Go ahead and give him the ball.
Yeah.
Bob is sweating the match down there. He's got a $20 bet with me. I said, and we'll play a game of straight pool too. After that.
Yeah, high rollers.
Yeah, we're high rollers. We're nets. That's what we are. Well, I mean, sometimes you ask someone to bet a little more than that and think that you're hustling them or disrespecting them. He said not much, just some cheap. I said, yeah, $20 is a good bet. Wow. The outcome was good, the cue ball.
Mm-hmm.
I said, why is he shooting that at this point? But can't argue with success.
He may just bend around it.
The 13 is available. The 13.
And if he was to shoot the 13, good possibility of taking the 3 out.
Yeah, he's going to go for the 13.
And
he's going to kick behind the 3.
He can get behind the 3, and he may end up shooting the 3 next. Oh, jeez. Hit it too good, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Corey has got some lead tape under his wrap, added weight. Thing is all butt heavy. He used to play with a 21 ounce, 21 and a half ounce club.
Really?
Yeah, and that thing is still, it's lead. He's got strips of lead underneath the wrap.
I heard about that.
Yeah, you can see it. And when he set it down, it rolled funny because it's not round. It's got this half-inch piece of like 2 pieces of lead tape. This guy, I guess, him and Earl got patents on that stuff.
Yeah, I wonder if it helps with stabilizing the arm or something.
He
I don't
likes
know.
heavy cues, 21, 22 ounces, always has. I'm just foreign to it.
Two ball, break the balls open. He's in good shape. Of course, the 5 would have been.
I think he wanted the 5 to
nice.
a little bigger bounce.
Yeah, but guess what? Now he should be able to break those balls or loosen them up a bit.
Yeah, he's going to be shooting like the 3 or the 6 afterwards. Depends how much. Where he puts the cue ball a little bit. Yeah. Wow. He wanted to come out a little further. He's going to one rail it? No. Oh, he's going to try and cut that 6.
See, those are the.
That's the two times he's missed a thin cut. That's carelessness. He's missed the 2 ball earlier.
I look at these attempts and say, why are these guys selling out? No matter how good they are, it's not the right shot to shoot. And whether you can make it or not, risk-reward wise, doesn't make sense. Anyways,
they each have 1 game. They each have 4 balls this game. Race to 3. Gotta like that.
Of course.
He's supposed to get out from here.
No doubt.
Yeah, and that because of that ball right there. That little hit.
Yep.
So there is luck involved in every game.
3, 11, 15.
Yeah. Well, Corey takes the lead.
I ran those balls well from up here, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. Yeah. Didn't even have to chalk up.
Nope. An Alex Corey final would be very interesting.
Well, Corey lost Alex, I think, 4-0.
4-0, yeah. 4-0.
Alex was on fire. He was just right where he belonged to be.
Ball on the break.
The first day, Corey made ball on the break twice. There was a group of people trying to come through these. They're debating these rules. If you make a ball on the break, you can't shoot again. There's a couple of different philosophies here. You don't get to shoot again, or you re-rack. And then they're trying to say the same thing. If you scratch on a break, you re-rack. I'm saying I'm not in favor of either of those myself.
You know, I was in North Carolina for the Don Coates Memorial last week or the week before, and that was the rule. If you break or scratch on the break, it's a re-rack.
I just don't get it. If you break and scratch, you've screwed up. You're supposed to pay a penalty.
That's right.
I don't.
I agree with you.
I think they're trying to just nullify the value of the break because they've seen what it does to 9-ball.
Right.
And 10-ball. Rotational games, it's just all the break.
For one pocket, it's nowhere near as definitive as, it's not like a do or die.
Right.
You're not going to string racks either.
Right, but they want to make it about the moving and that kind of stuff.
Right.
So they take the break out of the equation.
Well, sometimes you take ball in hands, a guy scratched, but the balls are such that it's really hard to come up with a nullifying move. Why did Corey miss? Because he jacked up on a shot.
Those elevated shots are the toughest. I mean, you're just making things hard.
When I was in my 20s, I was maybe 22 in '88. I was in Syracuse, New York, and all those old school people, they'd be sitting there watching others play and saying, "You see how you missed that ball? Mm-hmm. You didn't have to jack up on a shot like that."
Yeah. That's the minute you jack up, you're massing.
Right.
Unless you hit that ball dead in the center.
Exactly.
And most people don't.
Yeah, I remember all those guys. Old school lessons, they will never die.
Yeah.
So, look at that. Corey's on fire.
Yeah, he's doing a little bit better now than he was earlier.
He's looking for a way to get to the other side of the table. Maybe run balls from over there. But really, the only ball available is the 13 for the banking. If he banks it, stuns the cue ball towards the 5, he can make the 11. Right now, he's going to make the 12 first. And the 7 next. Gets straight on it. No, he didn't. So, things do get interesting here. I'm personally interested to see how he plays this one.
My attitude is they shoot the shot they're supposed to make it. And they're so, this is not that difficult of a shot.
Right. But what he does with the cue ball, he see 2 rail, perfection.
How'd he do?
Excuse me.
How'd he do?
Perfection.
Yeah. That's when you realize you're playing somebody that knows what they're doing.
Yes, right. He needs 4, so he's trying to figure out how these balls will open up, what will go towards his hole, should he shoot the 11 and run into them. And he should shoot the 13 first and then gain a better angle.
Yeah. Well, he definitely should shoot the 13. I would take 13.
Because if he,
But he's.
By the way, I feel as if he's gonna nip the 6 here a little bit if he shoots this. No, he didn't. Oh my God! What a beautiful
he
shot.
read the rack quite nicely there. Yeah, here you can take that. Wow.
And the angle sometimes is very deceiving. The way you're looking at it.
Well, that was that.
That's a great.
That was the match, folks. I mean,
great performance by Corey.
48-minute match. He played excellent. That's the beauty of a professional. They can have a bad match. Mm-hmm. They go up to the new match. It's a new game. That's yesterday's news. And where the amateurs, they brood about the miss they missed a week ago or yesterday or something.
He shot that ball and broke the ball just as if it was a routine shot. Yeah. But, I don't know how severe the angle was. It looked kind of severe from here. But maybe we had the wrong perspective of the angle. He played great. And I was right to pick Corey in that match.
Oh, you got lucky.
I got lucky, you're right. All righty. That was great.
That's a nice match.